Hey everyone, this is Tony. It's been a while since I made a video not related to the Basketball Card Hall of Fame. Recently got back from the 4th annual Prewar get-together just outside of Dulles, Virginia. Thank you to Andrew and Ryan for setting that up. This is the first time I've been at that event. It's more of a get-together and a show and tell than a show, but it was a fantastic time. For those who couldn't make it, I thought I would show the items that I had on display there. A lot of friends of mine did attend and some brought stuff to display, but it was a fantastic time. So again, thank you to Andrew, Ryan, and everyone else who put this together and attended and made it a real warm and welcoming event. So here's what I had in my display cases. First thing, let's show off the new business card. And here we go. Steve Jelt's business card. And it's got my social media handle. And thanks Tony on it. If you want one of these, hit me up in the comments or Instagram. Now, with that out of the way, let's have some fun. Start with the 1914 Crackerjack Walter Johnson. Second up, 1915 Crackerjack Honus Wagner. Don't call him Honus or Oberman will come after you. 1922 Babe Ruth, American Caramel. Continuing with the Babe, here's my 1933 Gowdy Babe, number 149. This is more of a type card because I wanted to have this famous and bar back. A little bit of Ty Cobb here. Here we have the what some refer as the Mendelssohn set or Sporting News because of the popularity of it. This is 1916 the Globe Stores. And here you can see the back. And the last Ty Cobb we'll be showing is one of my favorites. This is the 1922 E122 American Caramel, like the Ruth. And here's Cobb, and you'll notice this image because it's on a lot of his cards, including the Crackerjack, Novelty Cuttery, and a few other postcards. Next up, we have the Worldwide Gum, Jimmy Fox, 1936. 1938, Joe DiMaggio, no cartoon or scribbles. 1939, Joe DiMaggio, Play Ball. I like this one because it has the sample back. 1934 Gowdy, Lou Gehrig. 1939 Play Ball, Ted Williams. Here we have a 1927 Type 1 photo of Mo Berg. And I know that because of I did the video on Mo Berg, which was the last feature I did on YouTube, but you could tell by the Red Sox logo. The O in Sox is a sideways oval. 1933 Worldwide Gum, Mo Berg. Gowdy Mo Berg, same year. 1934 Batter Up, Maurice Berg. 1936 National Chickle, Mo Berg, Fine Pens. 1939 Play Ball Berg. You can tell it's a sample back because it's stamped. Regular 1939 Play Ball Mo Berg. 1940 Mo Berg Play Ball. Switch it up a little bit. We're going to show some pre-war Olympics, specifically 1936 University of Washington when their crew team won the gold. Pat Creamer card. Here we have the ticket stub, almost a complete full ticket from when the University of Washington represented the U.S. men's rowing team. You can see what the flip here says. Here's the back of the ticket. And the only thing keeping this from a full ticket is where they ripped off the corner here. Here's the last item that's related to the 1936 University of Washington men's USA team. we're going to get into another player run here. Smoky Joe Wood. Some consider this his rookie card. 1910 E91 American Caramel. Some of these are going to be out of order chronologically. 1915 Cracker Jack. 1923 Willard Chocolate. Here's an ungraded Joe Wood. 1922 Series 80 of the E121 set. Here we have the 1916 Sporting News, also known as the Mendelssohn 101-4 Joe Wood. If you see these cards and it's 101-5, that actually came out before the 101-4s. The 5s are a little scarcer. Here we have the 1916 101-4 blank back. Main difference between these two cards are the back. Obviously this is blank, and this one has the Sporting News back. A lot of these have add backs, as all of you know. 1917 Collins McCarthy. Another favorite of mine. Here's a 1922 American Caramel. This is Joe Wood's unofficial rookie card. Dr. Beckett would probably call it an XRC, maybe. This is his minor league card from 1907. This is the earliest card I have in my collection. My son has a couple from the 1890s. Here we have a Red Sox postcard, 1912. This is when Joe Wood was with Hutchinson. Another Boston Red Sox team card. This is a really special one because it's Underwood and Underwood. A friend sold this to me not too long ago. Actually, at the last Philly show meetup, December 2025. This is a really special card to me. He knows who he is, and I thank him immensely for giving me the opportunity to own it. De Fatima, Boston Red Sox team. And here's my 1912 T202 Hassan cigarettes. Tris Speaker, and Smoky Joe Wood. So as folks know, this was the 4th pre-war event get-together. So I did bring some ultra-modern cards. Let's get into those. Here we have the 1968 Topps 3D Test Pack. PSA used to grade them. Don't anymore for some reason. When you bought the Topps Test Pack, which were sold in a few Brooklyn stores, you receive 2 cards and one of these. These are the stands. Here's the back. They're perforated. You punch them out. Ding, ding, ding. You lick the tip here and here, and then you kind of stand up the cards like that. Continuing, we got the Jim Maloney from the same set. This is the no dugout variation. Only about 6 of these, 7 of these exist. And here's the more common dugout variation. Now, what's cool about this is even though this is not as rare as this has the stand back. So I would have thought if any would have had the stand back, it would have been this one. So I'm thinking now maybe this was the one that came out first. And someone at Topps or Visual Panagraphics decided, hey, let's not have the dugout. It looks better without it. So they came out with this one. Have another one of these. Put that over here. Here we have Bill Robinson. Ron Fairley. Boog. This was a tough one for me to find. This might have been the last one I picked up to have the set. Here we have a pretty cool 3D card, Curt Flood. Great baseball player. This has the Texan collection on the flip. That's the pedigree. I'm not sure if anyone knows who he is publicly, but you can do a Google and find out more about it. Rusty Staub. I actually picked this up ungraded. And it was really cool handling a card from this test set. They feel pretty comparable to the 2011 ones that Topps put out. If you want to handle one and touch it, I would get one of those. The back is kind of leathery in terms of feel, and the front resembles a Kellogg's. If you do have a Sportflix, you can take a look at those because the backs are similar in terms of the feeling, but the front on the Sportflix are a lot thicker. Here we have Ron Swoboda, Jim Lomborg. I like that 3D effect on that one. Tony Perez. Again, we're going in order by slab. Everything else is random. Willie Davis. All these are blank back, unless I told you. You've seen this before. This is the PSA 5 Clemente with the blank back. And the recent addition is another Clemente, but this one has the stamp back. This was on Theo's channel. It looks to be about 6 or 7 of these available in the pop report. Well, they're not in the pop report, but if you just count the number of sales, I think there's about 6 or 7 of these with the black stamping. And if you see one with the red, I'm only seeing 2 or 3 of them out there. And the last one is Mel Stoudemire. Pretty cool 3D effect. It does look better in person than on camera. But if you're wondering which cards have the best 3D effect, I would say Tony Perez is really cool. Here we have the 68 proof of the Bart Starr. It hasn't aged well, at least the surface. Typical cracking found in these. A little bit of writing on the back, a little bit of waviness. This says test on it. First time I showed it on camera. Since we're with the big slabs and we're going in no particular order, here's the Sporting News Supplement, Joe Wood signed. And we have the 1929 R316 Cashin publications, Moberg. Continuing with the Ultra Modern, which was 67 Venezuelan Clemente. Colfax from the same set. You've seen this before. 68 O.P.G. Ryan, signed by both Koosman and Mr. Ryan. 68 Venezuelan Koosman Ryan. Here's the tops, Milton Bradley, Koosman Ryan. Here's the tops version of that card. I think this is the first time I've shown this on camera. This is the 73 Puerto Rican Mike Schmidt, got signed at the Philly show. Last time he was there. And we have the 77 Reggie Jackson proof. It's a progressive proof, just missing the black, has the other 3 colors. For this last part of the video, I had to put the gloves back on for I'll be handling art, specifically paintings. So the next 3 you're going to see are by SKY. He can be found on Instagram. 68 Tops 3D is his handle name. See here a beautiful Wagner with a pretty cool polar bear back, if only that existed. Here we have a 33 Napoleon Lajoie. Everyone knows the Scouty card. This is based on the signed version, and even the back looks like it. You can look this up in any pricing application. Card Ladder, BCP, you'll see it. Last one I brought, here's a Josh Gibson. SKY put a pretty cool back on this also. He pays particular attention to how he does not only the front, but also the back. And look at this. If you get a chance, Google the Crawford grill, and some real history there. Then the last item we'll be showing that I brought is a color study by Greg Kreinler. So these two paintings here are the closest I will get to owning a T206 Wagner. I'm very happy. Thanks for watching, and stay frosty.